Street Beefs, what's up, y'all? Face with ya. Getting ready to do our little workout with our guys, but first, I wanted to chime in. Now listen, you're going to see this interview upload, but we still have more fights from this weekend upload, and I'm just kind of interrupting Esteban and throwing this in there. I want to speak on the Rampage versus Menace Mike fight. First of all, I want to shout out both of those young men. They both came in, solved a dispute. They've been cool ever since. No shit talking. Shout out to them, man. They both came in and fought hard. And that's what Street Beefs is about. It's about, you know, getting it all out, leaving it in the yard, and not having no more dispute. So, and I'm sorry, I got to check on my dogs. So, one of the main questions that have been brought to me in our Facebook group, and usually if I'm seeing it in the Facebook group, it's probably on YouTube as well. We've seen Rampage in dominant position 3 or 4 times get stood up. Okay, listen. I don't know how many of you have been watching Street Beefs for a long period of time, but we've said this for years. Let me say it again. We only do 2-minute rounds at most. We do some fights that are minute and 30. But even 2 minutes is not long. It's not. So we can't let fighters have 30 to 40 seconds of basic inactivity, even if they're in a mount position. Our rule has always been, if you're on the ground, you got to show that you're constantly advancing your position and working. If not, you will get stood up, okay? In Rampage's case, to my memory, now I haven't watched the full fight, but to my memory, the few times he got stood up, yes, he had gotten in good position, but then he didn't do nothing with it. He didn't do anything with the position, okay? Secondly, several people said, oh, well, that's fucked up. Rampage gets his first win, and it don't go on his record. Well, yes, it does. Beef fights, both men get a win unless something crazy happens, okay? So Rampage did get a win on his record. He absolutely did. And he earned it. But to me, they both earned it. They both came out and fought outside their own discipline. They both were going to go 4th and 5th rounds. I didn't want to see that happen. I felt like they needed to squash it. But make no mistake, we love Rampage just like we love Menace Mike. They're both Street Beefs. We don't favor nobody, okay? But if you're on the ground as a fighter and you don't want to get stood up here at Street Beefs, you need to show us you're constantly advancing your position. You're constantly working. If you're already in a dominant position, then you need to be throwing shots or working for a submission. If not, yeah, you'll get stood up. That's just how it goes. I want to give some big props to Rampage because Rampage had never even fought MMA, yet more than held his own in the MMA aspect. So he definitely deserves all the love he gets. I'd ask to those of you antagonizing and trying to keep them at each other to stop. This is supposed to be about solving disputes, and both of them are cool. To them, it's over. The only people still bitching and complaining are people outside of them. So, anyway, shout out to those men. Shout out to all y'all that support us. We've got another big event coming soon, man. A little over 2 weeks down the road. Questions, comments, leave them below. See y'all soon. Peace.